conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win, yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real, yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Let 'em in. Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win, yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real, yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win.
what the stylists don't want to do anymore. Stylists don't want to shampoo. We're even partnering with stylists. They're saying, hey, I don't have the time to shampoo, so won't you go over to the shampoo bar? We're doing steam treatments, taking braids down, locks. So you come in, we're going to shampoo, condition with pomade, hair growth, stimulating growth, and we're going to actually manipulate those beards. And if y'all have bundles and units, bring those in. We will bring them back to life. You drop off, we call you, you pick up. Just like a dry cleaner. We have 2 complimentary drinks. One is called the Tide. The next drink is called the Old Fashioned. And we're not going to tell you what's in any of these drinks. They are exclusive to the shampoo bar. I'm not telling you, okay? So go to our website. NLR.com. That's it.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday evening to you, broadcasting from the B-Love Entertainment Studios. I'm your host, B-Love. Tonight, we have On the Level with B-Level every Wednesday night where we have to have extraordinary conversation with some extraordinary people. And tonight is no different. I have an extraordinary partner, extraordinary friend, extraordinary guy that we're going to have some conversation with. We do this every Wednesday night. Tonight, our guest is Mr. Telly Noel Sr. You guys might know him as Cookie Man. I know him as Telly. His mama named him Telly, so that's what I'm going to call him, Telly. He is in the waiting room. We're going to have conversation with him tonight about all that he has accomplished. We do this every Wednesday night, 7:30, like clockwork. Same bat time, same bat channel. But before we talk to Telly, I do to tell you that we are gearing up for the Hair Invasion 2026. Now, it's the time. If you are a stylist, if you are a vendor, if you are a sponsor, if you want to participate in this hair show, now is the time. Now is the time to contact Tam at 501-247-9817. Again, call Tam, 501-247-9817, or call Rodney at 501-240-6728. Let me get to the business today and welcome my partner. I've been waiting them to come. Let me introduce my guy, Telly Noel. What up, bro? What's up?
What's going on, B? What's going on, man? How you doing?
What took you so long to get here, man? I've been waiting on you. We've been 2 years. Tell them what you been doing, bro.
Hey, man, I've been staying out of the way. Watching you grow and elevate the podcast. I think this is your 3rd podcast you got going on.
Yeah.
It's been becoming a media mogul in the city, huh?
Yes, well, I ain't gonna say all that. We try hard. We
speak it into existence. That's what we're doing.
Come on, man. We are 2 years in, and we have 3 different shows, 3 different days. So God has really truly blessed this podcast. He has had his hand all over this product. We're forever grateful for every view we get, every share we get. Speaking of shares, okay, if you guys are on, I need you guys to do me one favor. I need you to share. It costs you nothing to watch this. I ain't charging you nothing. The only thing I need you to do is hit the share button, okay? Put shared in the comment and I will shout you out. Already, we got Tam in there. Tam, what up? I just shouted out your hair show. We got Brittany Holly. Hey, Brittany, please.
Hey, Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany, please hit the share button. I said, Pascal, I know her. She said, hey, Telly, tell. Please share. Please, I need you guys to share the comments. Now, listen, if you got a question that you want me to ask Telly, put it in the chat, okay? At the end, after we finish our chat. What'd you say, Telly?
Appropriate questions only.
If you want some BS, we ain't gonna ask it. But if you got a really legitimate question, put it in the chat and we will ask it. I'll say it's the roll call. You tell me that's Cookie Man. It's the roll call. I had to do it. Lady Solo Smith is in there. Thank you. Somebody on YouTube, Telly Noel Jr. is saying senior. That's your son.
Yes, my baby. Hey, son.
He is over and watching us over on YouTube. Tam said, I heard it. Thanks. Yeah, we are streaming on 4 different platforms. So y'all make sure you be interactive. Please hit the comment, Talk to us. We will talk back. Okay. Before we get talking with Telly, I want to do my opening statement, and then we're going to get into some conversation because I want you guys to know the man behind the parties, the man behind the First Fridays, the man behind the New Year's Eve, the man behind everything he do. We're going to get into everything that Telly is doing. But let me do this opening statement, and then we're going to come back. Okay. Here we go, y'all. All right. Tonight's conversation is special. I'm sitting down with a man who has been shaping culture in Arkansas for over 30 years, from the nightlife scene to the radio airwaves, from event promotion to building one of the most respected multicultural advertising firms in the state. This brother has seen the game evolve, shift, and reinvent itself. He's not just a promoter. He's not just a businessman. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a visionary who survived trends, competition, and time. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome a true veteran of the Arkansas entertainment industry, Mr. Telly Noel Sr.
Oh my God.
How do they introduce? Did I set you up straight, bro?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Steve Harvey couldn't have did that. And you know what? Into that, it
really, a little bit different tonight. Go ahead, Telly. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I said I feel old when you say all of that, man. But I guess
man,
it's all true.
bro, we have been. God has really blessed you and I to just be around this game a long time, to see a lot of different things going, man. You know, I used to talk about the old cats when I was young, and an old man used to tell me, bro, you better hope you get to be my age. So I'm telling the young folks that now, man, you better hope you get to be our age. But this is special to me because not only are you doing your thing, you are an extraordinary guy that's doing extraordinary things. You're my friend. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing you, Telly. How long have you and I been rocking and knowing each other?
I want to say 27, 28 years, something like that.
Almost 30 years. And I mean, we have done a lot of things together. You were in my first wedding.
Your wedding.
People don't know that. You were in my wedding.
I was a groomsman.
So some of these people I'm talking to have a special place in my heart, and I know these people. I've been to your house. I know your wife. I know your kids. Like it's not just, you know, we two friends rapping and letting people know who you are. But this is special to me that I could do something and have a platform to highlight people like you, people like Bishop Arnold, people like Tony Seville, all the people that have been around us for almost 30 some years. So this is a special moment for me, brother. Thank you again. I know we were scheduled to have you in February. Right. You got sick.
Right. So right. I apologize for that, man. It was out of the blue. It happened, and I wasn't able to do the podcast right before my birthday. So I apologize, but I'm glad we got it rescheduled and we're here, man. And it's still February, so we still celebrating.
Good. So listen, man, I'm gonna
start. Happy birthday to you, man. Happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you. It was really special to me, man. It was really, I got to do I didn't throw a party this year for the first year. I didn't throw a birthday party. That's special. Like, and I'm 50 something. I've had a party ever since I was old enough to throw a party. Since 18 years, I've had a party, maybe 30 some years. This year, I decided to do something different. I didn't want to do a party, but that's a whole nother conversation. I do want to jump in, talk with you guys. I want you guys to know a little bit about Telly. So a lot of the questions that I'm going to ask him, I already know. But for the people that don't know, I gave you this great introduction, but I want you to start by telling these people, who is Telly Noel Sr.?
Well, honestly, it depends on what phase of life we're talking about. But if I were to wrap it up in a nutshell, I was first someone's son, and I'm a brother. I have two brothers. I'm the middle child. I have an older brother. I have a younger brother. I'm a cousin. I'm a family man by all means. And as you can hear, I'm a dog owner as well. I'm not sure what just happened. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Must be somebody pulling up on me because she somebody coming through. Girl, calm down. Okay. And so I'm a dog owner. I am a husband, I am a father, and I am a son. At the end of the day, those things shape everything else, right? So as an entrepreneur, I'm a member of fraternity. I'm a college graduate. I'm a business owner, several businesses. I'm a former radio DJ. All
Right.
the things, right?
Man, we're going to get into those things
Depends
too.
on what we're talking about. I got a hat for that, right?
Well, we're going to get into a lot of the things, the many hats that you wear.
Absolutely.
Are you mentioned your husband. Talk about the wife, talk about the kids, talk about the immediate family that share a home with you, bro.
Oh, let's be clear. Without divulging too much personal information about my family, because I kind of keep that private just for, this world is kind of crazy now. But honestly, my wife, God willing, will be 15 years married in August. My oldest son is 22 years old, Telly Jr. He's in Nashville, Tennessee. My middle son, Tylen, he's 21 and he's in school at Tuskegee right now, and I hope he's watching. And then my youngest baby, Trenton Noel, is in DC at Howard. And it doesn't stop there because I also have a bonus son named Tyler Jordan Rose, who's been with me since knee high to a fly, and he's at Arkansas, at University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. And of course, I'm proud to say that my son Telly is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, and then also, and also my bonus son Tyler Rose is a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, and he's actually the president of his chapter right now, and he's doing really well. So I'm excited about all four of my boys and what they're doing and what life is shaping out to be for them. You know what I mean? Because these guys are really, really, really great kids. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that because they're my kids, but all around they're good kids. And so that's the family. My wife, LaShonda, she's phenomenal. She's in school right now, getting a doctorate degree. She's superintendent at Lighthouse, Arkansas Lighthouse Charter Schools in Jacksonville. She has a few schools there. She's Miss Noel.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You just can't say Sean no more. You gotta say Miss Noel.
All right.
About 2 years is gonna be Dr. Noel. You feel me?
All right. My guy Michael says Cookie Man, Bad Boys. He's been around a long time. Telly,
Mike.
Yeah, talk about your parents. Let's talk about parents. We talked about, brother, sister. Talk about your parents.
I'm fortunate enough to be one of those people. I'm now 50 years old. My brother's a little older, and Ryan, of course, is young. But I am blessed to say that my parents are still with us. My mom, Irma Jean, aka Southian Jean. She's probably watching right now. Wonderful tax preparer. My parents retired from their regular job. They retired long since, but they get in their 70s, so they're still working. My dad, Theodore Noel, still with us. I come from a two-parent home. I grew up in Southwest Little Rock by way of 22nd Street, by way of 33rd and Spring. I've got family all over the city. I'm born and raised here. My parents have been absolutely the guiding light, the blueprint, right?
Okay.
So, two-parent home. My dad had 3 boys. I have 3 boys. It's just kind of one of those things. And I just try to pattern myself after that and take it to the next level. I stand on his shoulders to make it better for mine. And hopefully my sons will do the same and make it better for their children.
Good. Lauren is in here. He's saying, Telly, he's shouting you out, Lauren.
Hey,
I see Lauren. What's up, Lauren? Lauren, please share the live. Mike, please share the live. I need you guys to share the live. I got 2 more personal questions, then we'll jump into some professional stuff.
Absolutely.
I think I know the answer to this, but Telly, if I was to grab your phone, right, and get your Apple Music, play it to your phone, what are the top 3 artists? This just tells a lot about a person, what music you listening to. So what are the top 3 artists that Telly gonna ride through the city and be bumping when he ride?
It depends on how I'm feeling at the moment, but right now, what's crazy is I'm not really listening to any artist per se. I'm listening to meditation music. I on the way home tonight, I was literally listening to meditation music coming home. But I'm a hip hop head. I come from a hip hop generation, so my go-to, and everybody knows this, is Hova, Jay-Z. Like that's my guy, right? So every lyric, every song, I'm gonna know it, right? I grew up on Ice Cube and NWA era, but then there's a gospel aspect. So Hezekiah, and I've got a plethora of music. I listen to jazz, I listen to hip hop, I listen to 70s. I'm listening to Isley Brothers, you name it. New artists out, Primo Rice, Masego, Alexis Isley, you name it. I'm all over the place. Raheem, it just so if you listen to my Apple, that little AI that pulls up songs for you, it's just all over the place.
Now, Telly, you said meditation music. What is that? Is that just
honestly, it's just music, and it's just how if you ever been to a massage parlor, that sound,
that ocean sound, water
sounds, it's just meditation music, soft music, just so you can sit and be at peace and think, right?
Okay.
Because a lot of times you don't get a chance to slow down and really just reflect and understand, where I'm at. You just, and it's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
My guy Mark Foreman, he said, "What up, yo?" He said, "Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, thank you, Lauren, for sharing. Mark, please share the live for me. Share the live. Share it in the comment. Thank you, Michael, for sharing it. Telly, last personal question: do you have any hidden talents? Do you play any instruments? Give us something that we don't know. That we don't know. Do you have any hidden? Can you sing? Can you rap? Can you dance? What hidden talents do you have, Doc?
My wife would say I can't hold a note, right? I can't sing at all. But that don't stop me, dog. That don't stop me from trying.
Right.
So I'll get out there and blow a little bit, but no, I'm not a singer. Honestly, talent-wise, that people probably wouldn't recognize, I cook.
Okay.
I'm not a barbecue master. I'm not a pit master, but I can burn.
But you can grill.
And I'm good with my hands. I can fix stuff. I can make. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say this out loud, but in my garage right now, I'm sanding down a old coffee table and gonna refinish it, doing it myself.
All right.
So it's stuff like this. The desk I'm sitting at right now, I just refinished that, and just that type of thing. My dad taught me, how to do things, right? And then life just teaches you how to do more things. And then I'm cheap as I don't know what, so I figure out how to figure it out. You know what I mean?
I hear it. Shout out to my guy Donald Steven. He said he shared it. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into how did you get the name Kookie Man? Like I know, but tell the people 30 years ago you came up with this bright idea to call yourself Kookie Man. Where does that come from?
So long story short, I worked at the Park Plaza Mall in high school, right? So in the Park Plaza Mall, there was a place called the Original Kookie Company.
Okay, right? I remember that.
And around that time in 94, 95, there was a commercial ad series that was on for Snackwell cookies. Do you remember that? Snackwell?
Yes.
And so the guy on the television commercials was called Kookie Man. So when people came to the mall, they would tease me, calling me Kookie Man. And I hated it, right? Because I'm 6'4", I'm 250 pounds,
right?
And I got an apron on and I'm selling cookies, right?
Okay.
So you fast forward, they're calling me Kookie Man. I didn't like it at all. But when I decided to join the greatest fraternity in the world, one of the brothers there, his name was Antonio Gavan. We call him Snoop.
Okay.
Antonio Gavan was like, because I started throwing parties early before I became a member of Kappa Alpha Psi.
Okay.
And he was like, I need a line. He's like, man, why don't you just call yourself Kookie Man? That's what everybody call you. And I'm like, man, I don't like that name. Right. He was like, man, just do it. Yeah. And so I turned the C to a K and made it Kookie Man.
Okay.
And then we blew it back. Because my first parties, Brian, were under Mr. Telly Productions.
Okay.
My first series of parties was Mr. Telly Productions. Because
which you're talking about the party. Let's switch. What made you even get into party promotions? What made you even thought I want to be a promoter? I want to start throwing parties.
So I had a talent for doing events and stuff like that. I had that talent. I was a leader in high school, and I was freshman, junior. I was freshman, sophomore, and junior class president at UCA. Okay.
Okay.
While I was holding those offices, I did a lot of events on campus for the different classes, and I developed a reputation of being able to put some things together. Well, it was time to join the greatest fraternity in the world, and of course, my mama would call it Kappa Alpha Alpha. She don't.
Yeah.
And look, it was $1,000, brother.
Right.
And in 96, 95, $1,000 might as well have been $1 million from a boy from Southwest Little Rock. You feel
Right.
me? They got me enough money to get to school, but that Kappa Alpha Alpha stuff, you're gonna figure that out.
So
I put it together.
So I'm not sure, what was your first big party that popped off that let you know I'm made for this game? I'm made for this. What was the first big party you threw that jumped off? Was it the first one? Did you fail at first? Did you flop?
So, knock on wood.
Okay.
My very first party was at the Adult Leisure Center on 12th Street in Little Rock before it burned down. Remember,
Right across from Penny Boys Club.
Right across from Penny Boys Club.
Okay.
It was June 1996. So this June, we're celebrating 30 years of entertaining.
Okay.
And my very first party, Brian, and I'm not afraid to say this because, I mean, it's been 30 years ago. I made $800, bro.
Okay. After everybody was paid, you went home.
Everything was done. I walked home with $800. I said, "Oh my God!" I was almost at my goal for that 1,000. Right.
Right.
When you fast forward, I couldn't do the Adult Leisure Center anymore because it was a special circumstance. I was able to do that one time. The second party was August 3rd, 1996. I know these dates because it was the pivotal moment in my life.
Right.
August 3rd, 1996, first party at Conway Skating Rink. Made another stack. The guy at the skating rink said, "Hey, this was a good party. Come back in 2 weeks. Let's do it again." That happened to be the back to school party at UCA. I didn't know it. That party, brother, changed everything. That party changed everything. After that, I kept the job at the original Kookie because I just did not trust it, right? Like I was successful, but I didn't trust it. It could have been luck.
Right.
But that third party, I said, "Oh my God, I got a formula." So I went to the store. It was J.R. Riggins. I bought some suits, and I said, "We're gonna make this work." I put a calendar together. I started learning how to make flyers. I did everything, and every 2 weeks, I would go from Little Rock to Conway to Pine Bluff and back. Little Rock, Conway, Pine Bluff, back, and just kept it going. And it worked out. So when I realized that it was a thing, was August 17th, 1996, when I had that back to school party. And I made more money than I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
That night I laid in the money. I took it home and I laid on it. Ones, fives, and everything. Just thank God for it. Because I was just like, I had the money for everything I need to do. And the very next day I was pledging capital.
So tell me, how has the night, this is a really important question. How has the nightlife and promoting game changed from when you started 30 years ago? How has it changed?
To me, it's watered down. Let's be honest. I don't want to be a negative Nancy, and I'm not going to talk bad about any particular promoter or any era, but I really understand that in hindsight, the 90s and early 2000s was the best time for what we did. Before social media, before everybody had a cell phone. See, back in the day, man, I would do an event at Conway Skating Rink, and you didn't have to call. You didn't have the ability to call and see if it was jumping. You had to go.
You had to come.
You pull up in the parking lot, and you know what? If it wasn't nobody there, you just sat in the car until people showed up.
Right.
So, and by the time 12 o'clock hit, it's wall to wall, right? Nowadays with social media, and you know, I think another thing is, and let me back up. I think that the difference between now and then is the personal connection that you make with people. Long gone are the days where you actually pass out flyers, right? But passing out flyers connects you with people.
Right.
People get to ask you questions and talk to you directly, and you deal with their concerns right on the fly. There's nothing like walking. And if anybody remembers back in the day, you didn't see me without a flyer in my hand. Like I had a backpack, and I'm my hand to your hand, and I'm inviting you, and I'm talking to you. That changes with social media, right? Social media, now you become this entity that's nameless and faceless, or that people don't really get to know you, so they don't really trust you, right? And so the game is just different because you don't have that personal connection, and it's more convenient for promoting. I get that, but when you couple that with the ability for everybody who gains followers to now be a promoter, you have so many different providers for one service. This city
I'm certainly right there with you when you're talking about social media has changed the promoting.
Absolutely.
Like anybody who got a lot of followers now think that they can be a promoter. It's personable. I always like to say that back in the 90s, it really depended on who was throwing the party. It didn't matter, there was a function. People was like, okay, who throwing it? Like back when you and I, it was, somebody had to know you. They had to know of you. Nowadays, if you got a lot of followers, everybody trying to be promoters. Everybody's trying to throw parties. Let me ask you a question here, because another thing that I think is really strange, when you and I were coming up, we did some collaborations, right? But it turned to now it has to be 15 people throwing one party. Like I'm like,
hold on, no. That's the new regime. I don't.
So we still talking about how it's changed, though. That's what we're on.
See, for me, I may get flack for this, but I'm gonna say it because it's my truth. At the end of the day, there's a difference between being in today's time promoter versus our time. We stood alone, right?
Yes.
I do an event, I did the event.
Yes.
I'm responsible for the wins and the losses.
Yes.
I control the narrative. Nowadays, it takes 7, 8 guys teaming up, 7, 8 individuals teaming up, and they wind up splitting, $300 a piece. It's like, what are we? The game is different now, right? So it from the perspective of why you're doing it, you have to kind of question what the motivation is, right? Are you just trying to be popular, or is this a source of revenue? Or are you really trying to make a change? Are you trying to elevate nightlife? Like, what is your why, right? It doesn't really jive with me, but sometimes it works and then sometimes it don't. Now, I'm not opposed to partnering with people, but it's got to be beneficial. It's got to make sense. And there's certain things that I'm just old school about, and I just don't deviate because I know it doesn't make good sense business-wise. Socially, it doesn't make sense. And then, sometimes it's just best to you see how strong you are when you stand by yourself.
Absolutely.
See, I just don't feel like, everybody is equal in the game.
Absolutely. That's absolutely. Okay. I got one more promoter question, then we're going to move on. Do you think, last question, short answer, do you think that the nightlife culture in Arkansas is stronger or weaker than it was 30 years ago? Do you think it's stronger or do you think it's weaker?
It's definitely weaker. It's definitely weaker. Definitely weaker. Definitely weaker. It's too watered down. There are too many options. And then honestly, people are opting to stay in because they can see everything that's happening at the party because people are spending time at the party doing this.
Right.
They don't dance anymore. I come from a generation in an era where we listen.
Yes.
All my Conway skating rink people, all my PJs, you guys remember we danced. Yeah. And before I was throwing parties, I was in the party. Me and Demetrius Randall, Mimi, like we danced. Like we coming in with towels. We trying to kick it. Like
right.
When the last time you seen people slow dance?
Right.
Fun.
right.
I haven't seen a slow. I don't even hear a slow song.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely weaker because you don't establish connections. Everybody's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Everybody's important. Everybody's a somebody, and so everybody just stands around, and it's a picture show.
Yeah, Kim Lee is clicking in. So, what's up, Kim? Share the live. She's saying, good question. Kim is also saying, I was too busy dancing. It's not a party if I'm
If
not
I'm not there,
dancing. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's a cocktail event or a whatever. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, Mike is saying, I never will forget Telly 2020 George Floyd protest. You came out and took time to come out of your office and
Absolutely.
walk with us.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's all. Let's switch over to the radio game, right?
Okay.
At some point in time, you got to be on the radio. I know it, but how did you come to be on Power 92, the Bad Boys show? How did that opportunity? I'm taking them all the way back. Tell them I'm taking them all the way back.
Okay.
How did that happen for you?
So it's 1998. Okay. I had a party at the it was Nations Bank then. Okay, the Bank of America building downtown, 200 Capitol, on the 23rd floor. It's my birthday party. I think I was turning 22, 23, somewhere in that area. Okay, I've been in the game for a couple of years at this point. And I invited the Broadway Joe video show. Now, this party, of course, was epic by all accounts. It was a huge success with 23rd floor. I was a member of the Little Rock Club, the Capitol Club, and Joe came up and he did the video. I mean, we had, man, if it wasn't, Todd, Corliss, Derek Fisher, I mean, you name it, all the who's who were there, right?
Right. Okay.
And Joe reached out to me via Angela Madison and said, hey, Joe's interested in talking to you, because he had went to the party and saw the impact. He was like, Joe's interested in talking to you. So I went and talked to him, and it was like, hey, would you like to be a guest DJ on the radio? And let's be clear, I was that kid back in 5th grade with a boom box and a microphone from Radio Shack trying to be a DJ while the radio playing. You know what I mean? So that was right up my alley. And I saw an opportunity. He said, be a guest DJ. And I was like, absolutely.
Okay.
And so I got on.
So he put, so we're going, he said he was going to put 3 of you guys together, right? And he was going to call y'all the Bad Boys, right? And so
I honestly believe that Stack 3 came up with the name, right?
Okay.
Because Stack was there when Baby Boy and I came. Like the first night we were on the air, I had no idea. I just knew don't cuss, right?
right.
So Stack was the board op, and Baby Boy and I, we just was there, and we talked, and I didn't have any training or anything. And they said the show was good, so they invited us back. I thought it was a one-time thing, right?
Okay.
But he invited us back, and Stack was saying Bad Boys, and I was like, okay. And then, of course, they said, hey, we like what we heard. We'd love to have you back. We worked out a schedule. We worked out the particulars. You know what I mean?
Right. So, the business part of it. Yeah.
Right. Because I've always been able to count. Right. So we did that, and it became the #1 show in the South, the #1 show in the region, not Arkansas, because we killed Arkansas, but that show was pivotal. And of course it elevated the nightlife scene for me, right? And
okay. Did it help your promoting career? That was my next question.
Oh my God. It took me from being Little Rock, Pine Bluff, Conway to where I was doing parties in Monticello, Warren, Arkansas. I'll tell you, it's a funny story about Warren, Arkansas another time, but you name it. If there was a college town, I was there, even Fayetteville, even in North Little Rock, you like, I went everywhere. I did Dallas, you name it, because the name, Kookie Man is an odd name, right? So
people knew it. They remembered it. Stood out.
Definitely remember it. And so when I would go to Dallas and Memphis and everywhere, it worked. It elevated everything. And
so was your job Telly, was y'all job as the bad boys was just to be as rude as you guys could be? Y'all were hanging up in people's faces. You know, what was your job to be mean to what was the particular, or did you not, y'all just gonna be yourself? Y'all was gonna be rude as hell, hang up in people. Like what was the gimmick about the bad boys?
So if I'm being honest, and I can be honest, and God rest his soul, DJ No Name Joel Ratliff. DJ No Name was on the air before we were, right?
Okay.
And he revolutionized nightlife, nighttime radio. I remember I was in 10th grade. He was killing it. You know what I mean? I said, hey, we've got to have that shock thing. We got to have that shock value.
So No Name brought it first. He brought it to town first.
And when he got fired from Power 92, and then Marky Mark kind of changed that because Marky Mark was different. And so when we got on, I wanted to be different than that.
Right.
And so I said, we came up with these sayings.
Right.
I mean, these phrases. And one night, if somebody was talking crazy, and I just hung up. I just hung up. Right. Now, we weren't supposed to be doing live callers in the first place, right?
Okay.
But we did live.
Yeah.
We were live. Like you call the air and I'm on the air. 92, what's up?
Yeah.
I hear it? No. And then and so it caught on. And when it caught on, I said, hey, we got something. So let's keep it going. Then we changed the persona. We became bad boys for real.
Okay. All right. Last radio question. Do you think radio still holds influence today as it did back then? Same question as promoting. Do you think radio?
No.
It's different.
No.
It's different. No. You got podcasting. You got Sirius Radio. You got so many other entities. You got internet. Listen, man, the podcasting game has, everybody that is somebody has a podcast, right? It is taking over the radio show, right?
B-Level, I can remember being a radio jock and signing autographs for people. I can't see anyone asking a radio jock at this point to sign an autograph. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about children.
Right.
Right. We became celebrities being on the radio. Because I remember the first time I met Joe, I was in awe.
Yeah.
I was like, Broadway Joe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can remember the face. I can remember the face of a young lady who was enamored when she saw me. Right. It was crazy. Nowadays, I don't think that exists because, again, with social media, you got more celebrities that are just celebrities because they're doing cooking shows.
Absolutely.
She's a celebrity.
Absolutely.
You got people having celebrity status with way less training.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch channels. For those of you who are just tuning on, we're talking to Telly Noel, aka Cookie Man. We're talking about the old days. We're coming up to please share the live. Put share in the comments after you shared it. Put it in the comments and I'm gonna shout you out. Okay, Telly, the design group. I want to switch over and talk about that. Okay, the design group is a
Can you pause for one quick second? Something must be going on.
Go ahead. You want to go check it out?
10 seconds.
Go ahead. I'll pay some bills. All right, listen, y'all. While Telly is gone, do not forget, all right, that we do this thing every Sunday. All right, and this show is called the UTB podcast, and I'm going to put this flyer up because I truly believe that we got one of the baddest podcasts in the world. It's myself, Little Rock Princess, Tristan Hobbs, Anthony P, Candy Webb, and Jada with a T. It is the best damn podcast. We do this thing every Sunday, 7 o'clock. We might be talking about relationships. We might be talking about entertainment. You never know what you're going to hear on Sundays. Please make a date every Sunday. We're there, 7 o'clock. All right, now Telly is back. Okay, Telly, so I want to switch over to the design group.
Okay.
The design group is a multicultural advertising firm. Explain what that is in itself. A multicultural
Multicultural. The word in itself, many cultures, right? So when we started in 2007, there was a need for an advertising agency that would speak to Black and Brown people in
Okay.
Arkansas. Right?
All right.
Most of the agencies around the town were general market agencies, and general market is a term that means non-minority, right?
Okay.
You remember how a commercial for McDonald's would be kind of Anglo in nature, but then they would just insert Black people into the commercial,
Right.
and you would see white picket fences. That's what the state of advertising was before a shop like ours. Now we speak to people where they are, how they are, and we're unapologetic for it. There's a need for that in this state, and we fill the void. The design group, we are the state's largest advertising agency that's minority owned, and we have been for the past 10 years easily, right? 15 years easy. Multicultural just meaning that we speak to people as they are. This whole state is not just Black and white anymore, right?
Right.
Multicultural meaning age demographics. You speak to young people one way, you speak to older people a different way. The things that we talk about 30 years ago, they're not interested. We're not interested in that stuff anymore, right?
Right.
So life changes. So you got life stages, you have different backgrounds, because let's be clear, not all African Americans are the same.
Yeah.
Right? There are some
Absolutely.
who enjoy jazz, there are some who enjoy blues, there are some who enjoy hip hop. You speak to them differently, depending upon where they are and where they are in their life. And that's why we exist, and that's who we are, and what we've become is a group of people who really understands the marketplace and can speak to people how they need to be spoken to with the messages that they can receive.
Cool. That's perfect. That's perfect. Director Phillips is in the comments. Director Phillips is saying, ask Telly about the TDG campaign consulting and their favorite candidate.
We were responsible for Frank Scott's campaign. We're responsible for Andrea Lewis's campaign, and of course, Antoine Phillips, city director campaign. So we do political advertising.
So basically, y'all help the politicians come to market, get their message out, get their image out. The consulting, y'all do the imaging, y'all do the advertising, y'all do
everything from websites to consulting to PR training to media training to strategic planning, media placement.
So let me ask you this, Telly. If B-Level wanted to run for a political office, I could come to your office, right?
Absolutely.
And I can say, hey, Telly, make me relevant, make me known, put me in the best position to win.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Telly, you might get a call from me here in the next year and a half. Now you might be getting a call, bro.
And I don't have a problem with that. Just remember, we work for money.
For long as I got some money.
No, you got some. We got you.
Okay. So listen, what has been your biggest challenge with the design group? How long have you guys been in business, first of all? How long you been doing this?
2007 is 26. So there you go. I think it's 18 years.
So out of the 18 years, what has been your biggest challenge with the design group?
Our biggest challenge, capacity. It's just us, you know. Sometimes we turn down work because of capacity. I think, but the reality is, I'm not sure that's even a challenge for us, because the challenge originally was asking people to listen to our demo tape, right?
Yeah.
But we're tried and true at this point. So those challenges that we kind of talk about are not really challenges anymore. We've grown, we've evolved, we have planted our flag in the ground and said, hey, we are here, and we are here to stay, right? We're not a fly by night. We talk about 17 years, 18 years in the game. You know, most businesses fail within the first 5.
Absolutely.
Right? And so the fact that we're still here, those challenges have kind of eradicated themselves. I think we've turned a corner, and now it's just the challenge now is honestly finding new young talent who can come in with a background and a strong desire to learn this business and take it to the next level. Because let's be honest, I don't think like the Telly that I was at 30.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
At 50 is different. So
Right.
that's the challenge, trying to make sure you understand. Social media is a challenge, kind of, because it's new, it's different, it's ever evolving versus traditional marketing channels with radio, television, print, billboard, et cetera, et cetera. Those things are easy because you can easily put those out. But social media, shoot, if something's relevant today, tomorrow, if our president does something, then the attention focuses something else. Nothing lasts for more than what, 24 to 48 hours in a cycle.
Right.
That's the challenge, making sure you stay relevant in a world that's ever changing.
Cool.
That makes sense.
Kim Lee is saying Brian will be running in 2 years. Kim, I'm still praying about that.
Telly might be running in 2 years. What you talking about?
Kim is that's my girl, dog. All right, so shout your team out, the design group. Shout your co-owner. Shout your whole.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Your
Shout out to my boy Myron Jackson, my business partner, my cousin, my friend, my homie. I mean, we down like 4 flats. That's my guy, right? So you see Myron, you see Telly, you see Myron. We used to joke because he's a lot shorter than I am. We were like twins, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger walking around with suits on. Shouts out to Stephanie, his wife. She joined us in I think 2014, and she's been, of course, a jewel and a pleasure and a wonderful asset. Tierney, she's there. Malcolm, Joseph Stout, rock star. We've had a lot of great talent come through our doors, and so we are very blessed, and we're very blessed to still be here. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Myron. He's the leader. If it's a team, a dynamic duo, he's Batman, I'm Robin. You know what I mean?
Cool, Tilly. I've got 3 more things that I need to talk about, so I need your short answers because I want to make sure I get through this. No, you cool. We're gonna speed through a lot of these things. I want to talk about one of the most important roles that you will ever play: fatherhood. Okay, being a father. What did being a father, having kids, what did it mean to you? What does that mean to Telly? And how, if it did, how did that change you having kids?
How did it change me? You know, I had a great role model. Okay. My dad I'm sorry, I say was, he is a great role model on what fatherhood should look like. I just did what he did, Brian. And for the things that he did not do, I inserted myself to make it to do it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that is, being a father is the most rewarding thing that I've ever done, because I see the fruit of the labor. I see the fruit of the sacrifice. You know, there was a time where I threw parties to get stuff, right?
Yes.
Then it quickly evolved to doing parties to make sure they had stuff. And they had a life, and they had a present father. So honestly, that being a father is life for me at this point. Like, I could not imagine not being Telly, Tyler, Trenton, and Tyler Rose's, father or father figure. I couldn't see it any other way. It's defined every aspect of who I am at this point. I live for them. I check on them. I make sure that I'm trying. I try to be the best example for them, and then I challenge them to not be like me, be better than me, be way better than me, because you've been set up to do so.
How do you balance being a businessman, an entrepreneur, a promoter, all of the things that you are, and also being present at the house, being present at home? How do you wear all these hats and still be the father and be present for them?
I didn't go to sleep. You can ask my wife. I didn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
If I get 3-4 hours, I'm back at it. Because, man, let's be clear. we were building a business in 2007. My kids were like 4 and 5 years old, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm coaching basketball, football,
Yeah.
baseball,
Yeah.
building a business, throwing parties, getting First Friday. And we got to talk
Yeah.
about that. We didn't even bring that part up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So balancing it all, I just didn't sleep. And honestly, Myron, I mean, Brian, the drive that you have to go get it that we have,
Mm-hmm.
you just transfer that energy and you
Right.
just don't sleep.
Right.
And when you do sleep, you know, you get some sleep and then you get up and do it again because
Right.
I loved the hustle of it all. And it became who I was. And if I wasn't doing it, like it just didn't work. Now sometimes on Sundays I was sleep a little longer, but outside of that, no, I'm motivated because if we got a game at 8 a.m., but I got First Friday night before, I'm still gonna make that game.
Man, it's crazy because people be like, man, how do you do everything? I said, listen, man, I can sleep when I'm dead. I'm gonna have plenty of time to sleep.
Period.
When I'm dead, I can sleep.
Period. Like,
I need to be doing something. I want to switch and talk about a role just equally as important as father. That's being a husband. What does being a husband mean to you, Telly?
So it ain't no fatherhood without, you know what I'm saying? So what does it mean? It means, well, it means a lot of different things, honestly, but it means shared responsibility. It means being present. It means having a person who gets you. Like my wife knows, she knows everything, right?
Yeah.
You can fake it for everybody else, but she knows.
Right.
Like she can look in my eyes and know if I'm tired. And I can
Yeah.
say, no, I ain't tired. No,
Yeah.
brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just having that person that balances you out. You know what I mean? Where I struggle with things, she has clarity, and vice
Right.
versa. You
Right.
have and being married helps you understand that there's give, there's take. If she's up and I'm up, we're good. But if I'm
Right.
down and she up, we both gonna get back up because she gonna
Right.
help. If she
Right.
down and I'm up, we go. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like
Yes.
you just work it out. And of course, you know, Sean and I go back. You know, I mean, I've been with this woman half my life, so
Absolutely.
ain't no hiding the real
Yeah.
deal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Ain't no way to hide it because it's just, and I get to be my authentic self.
Good. I got two more husband questions. How do you protect your marriage while being in the nightlife industry? How do you protect Sean?
So fun fact, 12 Modern Lounge, right? That's
Yes.
my second club.
Mm-hmm.
Business was great, was doing well. But I was coming home all the time because the club, you know, 2 in the morning, and we
Right.
open almost every day.
Right.
I had to make a choice. I just decided. I honestly just decided. You know what? This is worth more than that.
Absolutely.
And I
Got it.
just said, you know what? I'm shutting this thing down.
Got it.
Not based off any pressure, okay? Because she's not. She supports it. She supports it. I mean,
Absolutely.
She married into this lifestyle, but protecting her, she's not a social butterfly to begin with, so it was very easily. She's the opposite of me in that regard, right?
Yeah.
But making good solid choices will protect it at any cost.
Good.
Are there situations where people, you know, make some assumptions? Absolutely. But she knows the deal because
Absolutely.
I'm hitting the dough.
Absolutely. Andre Pendleton Jr. says Telly sleep while other people drive. I guess he said you sleep. Last partner question, last wife question. What is something that you had to unlearn to become a better partner? You talked about closing the club.
I'm still learning this, but everything ain't my way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to give and take. Yeah.
It's more give now.
Compromise. Compromise.
Yeah, it's more give now. I think in the early stages of a relationship, you know, you're full of this male bravado, right?
Mm-hmm.
and I'm Cookie Man. I'm Telly. I'm the macaroni with the cheese.
Right.
And until someone levels you out and say, okay, now I don't want to be the macaroni and cheese. I just want to be, I just want to eat your macaroni.
Right. Right.
I don't want to do that, because you learn to compromise. At the end of the day, what levels it out is understanding that it's not always about you.
Yeah.
So right now, my wife is a shining star, right? She's superintendent, she's in magazines, she's all over the place. And I get to sit back and say, you go, girl. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas in the beginnings, my face is everywhere, my image is everywhere, I'm everywhere, I'm on the you know what I mean? So it's just
Absolutely.
understanding it just shifts. So there you go.
I got 3 more questions. First
Let's go.
question is, after 30 years in the game, and we're talking about your legacy, right? What do you want your name to represent?
You know what's crazy is entertainment and parties and that the nightlife got me going. But what I really like to put an asterisk beside is the impact that I've made in these young people's lives. I spent a lot of time coaching young boys who I still communicate with today. And then I spent about 5 years as the director of the Little Rock Kappa League and the guide right director, where I impacted, hundreds of young Black boys' lives. And honestly, that impact and what these guys have been able to accomplish, and they reach back out to me, and I'm giving them advice, and I'm helping them make good life man decisions. That's even more impactful than, Cookie, we had a good time at PJ's. Like, I get it, and that was great, right?
Yeah.
But I think what I want to be known for is, okay, I cannot ignore the entertainment aspect. Absolutely, because I rock star in that. But shifting, right? I want to be known as a great person who cared about people enough to sacrifice his time, his coin, his energy to invest in them so that they could elevate, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, Director Phillips is also saying that you co-founded the FAM Foundation.
Absolutely. The FAM Foundation, Friends and Alumni of McClellan, where we give scholarships every year. We're up to like $25,000 we've given to students in high school to go to college. And we started out at McClellan because it's Friends and Alumni of McClellan High School, our alma mater, but it's now Southwest High School. So we introduce scholarships. We give out $4,000, $5,000 every year to students that we raise ourselves.
Big round of applause for that. Big round of applause for that. That's a big ordeal. Kim Lee is saying she is amazing. She's talking about Sean. That's my soror. She said you have definitely sown, and I guess you're saying sown into the youth. Talk about the McClellan. She just Well, I just read that. You just got to
I do a lot of things, Brian. I do a lot of things. And thank you for reminding me, Antoine. Thank you, because when you're in the seat and you're just talking, you can't think of all the things. But I've done that and the Kappa League, and honestly, Brian, at the end of the day, that is where you get the most reward, right? When people can look back and say, "Hey, man, thank you," because if it wasn't for that, blah 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 blah, and that's in how the party went.
Yeah, I got 2 more. If young Telly Noel was sitting in front of old Telly Noel, what would old Telly Noel? What advice would you give young Telly Noel? Now, I'm gonna blow you up. I want to hear this. That's if young Telly Noel, I'm talking about Cookie Man, 17-year-old talking to 50-year-old Telly Noel. What advice would the 50-year-old get at 17-year-old Cookie Man who been on the Bad Boys and all? What advice would you give him?
I bought a lot of lessons, so you ain't got to buy them. But let me help you. Let me help you with these lessons that you don't need to buy yourself. All that glitter ain't gold, sir. All that glitter ain't gold.
Hey, listen, I gotta highlight your son is saying he's saying my dad is a superhero that wears an infinite number of capes.
Thank you,
That's your son. Tracy Johnson is on here. Definitely a trendsetter is what Tracy Johnson is saying.
Yeah, and let's be clear, man. At the end of the day, I appreciate those guys because Tracy is big on. I mean, he's a great guy. We have a lot of deep conversation. But I would tell myself, number one, that glitter ain't gold. Save that money. You don't need that stuff, right? Focus on making the world better and watch how it changes everything for you. And in terms of socially, I would don't do that event because then you're gonna lose a lot of money on that one. Don't do that. You ain't gotta try to reinvent the wheel.
What's next for Telly Noel? What's next for you?
So right now I'm planning some, and here's the deal, and I'm not out of the entertainment game. I've just kind of taken a step back because I'm reevaluating the scene. But I've got some aspirations that I'm not really ready to share on the podcast. But let's say this: I was sophomore, junior, and freshman class president. I am a leader. I do understand what this city needs or this area needs. There may be some aspirations there at some point. Business is doing well. We want to elevate that. And honestly, I'm not excited about it, but my boys are getting older. So I think the next phase of life is going to probably be grandkids at some point. You know what I mean? And traveling and enjoying my family. But in terms of me solely, I've got some things planned. I've got, the all white planned coming up.
Absolutely.
New Year's Eve. I'm trying to elevate New Year's Eve for the city because it's been a long time that New Year's Eve hadn't had a staple for Little Rock. I'm gonna build that up. I got an arts and beats event that I want to put together to add some culture and bring some highlights to African American artists in the city and in the state. Actually, I've got some things in the pipeline that I've kind of tossed around that I really think that can change. And it's new ideas, right? Because I think that's what we need. And to Tracy's point, I've always wanted to be the person that tries it first and pave the way. And then we figure it out, you know what I mean? And shout out to all the other promoters from the old school. It's you, me, Chris B, Tracy, Nexus Entertainment from back in the day, Tate, those guys, David Nails, he had a run. Like there was a lot of people, DJ Productions, Dexter Jackson, who was my predecessor in the game. He passed the torch to me. Like, it's great. Jay Taylor, all these guys that came before and then after, it's really cool. It's really cool looking back at it.
Yep. So I always end every interview by allowing the interviewer to ask me any questions. Kind of different. I think it's different. No questions is off limits. Sometimes people don't have a question to ask. Sometimes they do. Now's the time. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, fire away, man. You probably know everything. Shit.
I know, right? I know, right? I mean, I don't know what to ask you, man.
You don't have to ask anything. I just always give a person an opportunity in case. I've been drilling you for the last 2 hours.
What would you say is your biggest regret? Looking back.
Telly, you know what? I really don't have any. I mean, listen, bro, I've been arrested. I've been through 2 marriages. I mean, listen, I don't have any regrets because even the mistakes I made shaped me to be who I am. You understand what I'm saying? So regrets, I try not to live in regrets. Like every mistake that I made is a notch under my belt. I learned a lesson from it. It impacted me. It made me be who I am. I don't get to where I am without mistakes. I don't get to where I am without messing up. So everything that I have done, I have taken it. I've went through it. Hopefully I've learned from it. Sometimes I had to mess up 3 or 4 times, but everything, I don't have any regrets. I can't think of anything that I regret doing it because I think everything that I have been through has catapulted me to be where I am today. I mean, I just don't have any regrets.
Mm.
You
Well,
understand what I'm
I mean,
saying?
that's a perspective. That's definitely a perspective. I wish I could say that, but I there are things in my life that I regret not doing or not doing sooner. You know, that type of thing, because I think it
Yeah.
would have changed the trajectory, right?
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, there was a time where I had an opportunity to leave the city, right,
Yeah. Yeah.
and go to a Dallas or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
early on. You know, this is
Yeah.
before kids, all that.
Yeah.
And I wonder what life would have looked like then. But I don't know if it's a regret because
So
I
and I
stayed
was
and became
gonna
involved with
challenge you with
it.
that.
I guess I agree with you then. If that's the case,
Because listen,
God
let me
bless
just
my
say,
children.
Telly, I believe that God's plan was his plan. I don't think it was
Absolutely.
in your plan to go nowhere else. I think you
You're
were
right.
planning to be right here, running your design group, married to who you are. I mean, that's me. I just probably think that there aren't any. I think everything is inevitable. And I think that God don't make mistakes. I just think that I had an opportunity being the sales manager of Power 92 to run a station in Atlanta. Would have
Correct.
made a lot of money. That wasn't my plan. God intended on me staying here. God
Mm,
intended on me screwing up 2 marriages. God intended. No, listen, man. We live
I
the
feel
truth
you.
over
I feel
here.
you.
Like I'm so real. It ain't even funny how transparent I am about what I've been through.
Well, that's
Like, and
growth and
so
maturity, Brian. I heard your podcast with Tony. Shout out to Tony Seville too.
yeah.
Uh,
What'd you
I
think
heard
about
it,
that? What'd you think
you,
about it?
I thought you were very raw and authentic. I think that I was honestly happy that you have been able to articulate your truth in a way that is it's really true because I believe you because and I know you, so I know it's true, right?
Right,
But
right.
you take ownership in and you just said, hey, I just got to do right. You said, I was just plain old selfish. And I heard
Yeah.
I like, look at this brother telling him. I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. That's all
Well,
it
I
is.
mean, we could talk about all these therapy. You go sit on somebody's couch, but the truth of the matter is, my mother, my father, and my grandmother taught me right from wrong.
Period.
So, bro, I ain't got to go sit on nobody's couch to know, hey, you
Right
fucking
from
up,
wrong.
man. You
Right.
fucking up. You got to get this
Right.
thing right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And it is what it is. I believe that people respect you more if you live your truth, if you be honest. And I have always been a great father. I've been a terrible partner. I've been a terrible boyfriend or whatever, but I own that too. So,
Yeah.
but getting back to what I just think that, Telly, when you say you could have went, I just don't think that was in your plan, right? I think
No,
God's
it
plan.
wasn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't. I had the opportunity, but it's always the what ifs, right? I'm
mm,
happy with where I am. I
yeah,
am elated with where I am. I mean,
yeah,
I have a beautiful wife, a beautiful family. My parents are still here. We're still all healthy. We were just together this weekend. I mean, we have Sunday dinners. Like you can't write it better.
mhm,
My 3 sons, my biological sons are at the colleges they chose to go to, not the ones they
mhm,
had to go to. You know what I
mhm,
mean? I'm
mhm.
blessed.
Yeah.
I am blessed beyond measure, and I do not take that for granted. I know that it is His plan, so I'm very, very, very happy with where I am. So let me retract that statement. There is no regret because it happened the way it was supposed to happen. I
Yeah.
just sometimes it's like, what if this would have
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Right?
I get it. I get it. I
You
get it.
look back in
You
hindsight,
know,
it's 2020, but I still like where we are at the end of the day, and even the dog likes it because I'm a dog
yeah.
lover.
Wednesdays have come very special to me because even though I'm building Wednesday and the viewerships are higher on my Sunday when we're talking about stuff that people like to talk about, right? I mean, had I started Wednesday first, I probably would have no viewers, right? Um, for real. I started
Right,
with the drama, the mess that got people to the party, right? Now let's educate you, right? We got some people to here, so
correct,
let's talk
correct,
about
correct.
our culture. Let's talk about what Telly Noel is doing. Let's talk about what Tracy Johnson is doing. Let's talk about what Kim is doing. Let's talk about what Director Phillips is doing. Let's talk about what Judge Connor is doing. Let's talk about what Mayor Frank Scott is doing. So now it's time to educate my people, right? I got
Right.
y'all here. I got y'all. I brought y'all with some bullshit, but I'm gonna bring y'all with some. I'm okay. Let's do something with these ears now. So I love Wednesdays because I can bring people that I really, really know. I know almost 98. I know some cool people. I am friends with Telly Noel. I can come to his house. I know where he live. I got his phone. I got his real phone number. So I think it's really, really cool to be able to show people, you know, who is doing great things in our city, the Tracy Johnson, the Telly Noels, the Antoine Phillips, the Kimsley. You know, I think that's really cool. And that's what Wednesday's about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, Telly.
I mean, you're doing a phenomenal job too. I like I said, I watched it, and shout out to Dre P too, because
Dre was he on here.
I watched that show, and honestly,
Director Lewis been on here.
Andrea, exactly. These are friends, these are colleagues, these are power brokers in the city, and it's great that you're highlighting these people so they can tell their stories, because it could be the spark that helps the next generation realize, hey, maybe I need to tighten up. Maybe I need to do whatever the case is. And no, you're doing a wonderful job, man. I congratulate you for your success with the Unpacking the Baggage podcast. And I want you to continue to do it, man. I just hope that we get more than 5 people watching this one.
Oh no, we already, bro. And listen, this number that you guys see is just a Facebook. We are streaming on 4 different other platforms, and so we've got YouTube, we've got TikTok, we've got Instagram.
I was talking about the 5. I have no idea how many people watching right now.
Yeah, no. And my Instagram, for some odd reason, when I tried to launch it today, it wasn't working. I don't know. I didn't do it right. But listen, man, I want to say, I told you I was going to get you out of here in an hour, so I've overdid my time. So listen, thank you. It took you 2 years to get here, but I finally got you, bro. Thank you. We don't talk every day, but I have people that I call my friends that we don't talk every day. But I know, Telly, if I pick up that phone, bro, you coming.
Come on, man. We was on the patio a little while ago, remember?
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. So listen, man. Thank you. Tell these people social media, how to get in contact with Telly, Kookie, man. Who you want them to follow? Shout out to social medias.
You follow me on Instagram at Original Kookie, and it's spelled with a K, Original Kookie. But I have Facebook profiles, and unfortunately, and I'm not arrogant at all, but Facebook limits your friend count. So I've got 4 Facebook pages. Just Telly Noel. You pick one.
All of them you. None of them fake pages.
All of them are me. There's no bots. I respond if I can, but you know what's crazy is on birthdays you get all those things. You want to respond to all of them, but you just want to do a big blanket.
I'm still responding to birthday. Listen, man, I'm still 2 weeks, a week later, still doing. But I'm trying to make sure I get to everybody to either to give them emoji, something that let them know that I saw it. But man, it is really, 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 really hard to respond to all of them. But I'm gonna get to all of y'all. Give me time. But listen, bro, thank you. Again, we don't talk every day, but hey, it's much love. I love you. You a brother from another mother. You my guy.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
man, I am looking and I'm rooting for Telly. I'm rooting for the design group. I'm rooting for Sean, and everything you touch, I'm praying for you, bro. I need to just say that.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to everybody. And man, and look, Munt, I need to get cut. I'm looking at my face like, oh my God, I gotta get it.
I will tell you have a rest of a good night, bro, and we'll wrap later.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay. All right, y'all. Don't forget Sunday. We have, I think I got one of the baddest podcasts in the world. I truly believe that. It is every Sunday, 7:00, Little Rock Princess, Tristan Hobbs, Anthony P., Candy Webb, and Jayla with the T. We do this thing every Sunday at 7:00. And then on Wednesdays, on the level with B-Level, we do it. We just ended February with Telly Noel Sr., but we will have somebody. Oh yeah, I need to tell you guys tomorrow night. I make sure I need to tell you, I am going to come on and I am going to talk with Scott Hamilton. Okay. I'm going to talk with him tomorrow night, special edition. We're going to talk about some of the candidates that you need to vote for. All right. That's on the ballot. We're going to talk in depth tomorrow night with Scott Hamilton. Okay. Tomorrow night, 7:30. Okay. I know we don't normally come on Thursday night, but we're going to talk candidate on the ballots. Please, please, please exercise your right to vote. People have died. People have bled for your right to vote. Please exercise. Go vote for somebody. We're going to educate you tomorrow who's all on the ballot, what it means in depth tomorrow, 7:30. Scott Hamilton. I promise you, we are the only podcast that's doing stuff like this. Tomorrow. I forgot to announce it at the beginning, but I am announcing it tonight. Scott Hamilton will be on tomorrow. We're going to talk about the ballots. We're going to talk about who you vote for. We're going to talk about Democrats. We're going to talk about Republicans. Tomorrow. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tomorrow night, we will be on here, okay? 7:30, okay? I'm hoping that I can get off, considering that I can get off my real job, 7:30. Hopefully, I don't have to push it back. My start time is 7:30 tomorrow with Scott Hamilton, okay? Listen, I appreciate every view. I appreciate every like. I appreciate every comment. And know that we're striving to be, there for you to entertain and inform, okay? I will see you tomorrow, 7:30, Scott Hamilton, same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, y'all.
Had another rough conversation.